Alright, everyone, here we go into the Rank 7 semifinal match. Azurerza versus Kakashi. With Azurerza getting the first turn, she moves in. Looks like she's opting for the no release start. Behind the rock, Kakashi moves in. He's opting to go with Bankai straight from the start, or the hollow version, Resurrection Segunda Etapa. Is Azurerza going to stay on release, or is she going to use her release now? Oh, she moves right in front of Kakashi and unleashes the recoil on him for 2,600 damage. That's not a whole lot of damage, though. And he now gets to use his Segunda Etapa against her. He moves back a couple steps and releases an AoE Ice. She's able to move around the ice and get the flanking angle, hitting him for 1,900 damage. The damage coming out is not a lot. However, she's not using very many pools with being unreleased. So she's able to survive for a few turns. This will create a pool advantage in her favor, where she'll have more energy than Kakashi. He's unleashing a constant barrage of AoEs though. First the ice, now the poison. Kakashi truly the master of 1000 jutsu. But Azurerza moves just behind the rock and uses the dual resist. Able to get to cover, and Kakashi's not going to be able to hit her. That rock is blocking his path of attack. And somehow she's still managing to stay just ahead of him in health. The longer Azurerza is able to do this, the more advantage she's going to get out of it. Because Kakashi's pools are continuously draining. Segunda Etapa and Bankai have a really significant pool cost. Azurerza moves up and away. Kakashi moves up. If he has a 5-width ability, he'll be able to hit her from this angle. But it appears instead Kakashi is opting to use the movement boost. This might not matter too much, except that it looks like Azurerza is trying to run away, and the movement boost will somewhat counter that. She uses the barrier, but if he has enough squares for it, no, it looks like he's going to move straight in front of it, and perhaps try to dissipate through. His other option would be to use the heal here. Oh, he uses a smart play. He realizes Azurerza is trying to drag out the fight and drain his pool, so he seals his resurrection. With him sealed though, Azurerza gets the free hit. She clears out her own barrier and hits him for 5,000 damage with the recoil. He strikes back with his own, but it only does 2,700. Is there a serious stat advantage here? They're both the same level, but Azurerza is dominating this match. 3,300 damage. Kakashi is now down to 3,900 health. If he doesn't heal here, it's probably going to end in the next hit. But he moves back. He might be trying to bring out the barrier here. That is another option. There we go. There's a barrier from Kakashi. Does Azurerza have to dissipate to break through it? It looks like he's going to opt to use his Resurrection Segunda Etapa. But with him being down to 4,000 health, it's still very dangerous. Azurerza healed up, so she's now at full health. If he hits through his barrier now, the defense from his Segunda Etapa will probably be enough to just stop Azurerza from killing him. However, she uses the dual resist here, which is going to somewhat mitigate his damage. And there goes the hit. It only does 4,000 damage. It looks like she's going to take additional residual ticks, but Kakashi is very low on health now. Rather than attack him, she opts to go for the offense boost. However, that does give Kakashi the option to heal. If he heals now, he's pretty much going to negate this. And it also gives more time for his residual that he put on Azurerza to tick away. But it looks like he's going for the risky strategy. He opts for the recoil, but it only does 2,200 damage. And she hits back with 5,500 damage on the boosted hit, staying sealed the entire fight. And playing around Kakashi's Segunda Etapa, Azurerza takes round 1. Alright, here comes round 2. It looks like this time Kakashi will be getting the first turn. We'll see if he's able to take the match this time or if Azurerza's tactics will work. I double checked just to be sure, and it looks like there is a significant stat advantage for Azurerza over Kakashi, which somewhat explains how she was able to do so well in that last fight despite being unreleased for so much of it against his Segunda. However, with him getting first turn this time around, he'll have a little bit of an advantage with that, and maybe he'll be able to push Azurerza enough to force her to release. But it looks like the curse of the AFK strikes Kakashi and he does nothing. Was he not expecting this round to start? It looks like Azurerza wants to take that chance to strike. No mercy, she rushes in and releases the Bankai. He's got 20 seconds left. With the timer ticking away, it appears Kakashi might not be in this fight. It's unclear whether it's internet issues or if he's just choosing not to attack. He stands still and does nothing again, and Azurerza comes in for the Bankai hit with Kakashi at AFK weakness still. 11,000 damage. She wants to end this fight fast. With 6,000 health left, the turn timer ticks away. If Kakashi comes back, there's still a chance he might be able to save it. We did see in just the last match, Corona was able to overcome going AFK 4 times in a match. However, unlike this match, Corona did not have a stat disadvantage compared to his opponent. Azurerza has much more stats than Kakashi does, so she has a significant advantage here. With 10 seconds left, the timer slowly ticks away on Kakashi's hopes. As he stands and does nothing, preparing himself for the inevitable. The second attack comes through from Azurerza with 6,700 damage in a match that lasted all of 3 rounds, 3 turns. Azurerza takes the second round and wins the match. She has now cleared the rank 7 semifinals, and she'll be going on to face Mikhail in the rank 7 finals. Don't miss that wonderful 5-hour WoB special. Dates for that will be announced soon. DM.